So yeah, all the costumes are made in HQ in Montreal, and they're sent out to us on tour, and then we fit them and make them comfortable for the artist. It's very important for the artist to feel safe and comfortable in their costume, so that they can just focus on their act and not worry about what they're wearing. So sometimes we have to put something inside the costume, maybe some neoprene or something, for some extra padding, depending on what apparatus they use as well. But we have to try and keep the look of the costume always the same. So something like this, which is one of the green frog costumes, it starts its life in just white lycra. So then they make a screen print, and then they print on the different colours with the different screens. And then we apply Metex, which is the shiny stuff on top, and that's heat sealed onto the costume. And that gives the effect of a wet skin on stage, like a frog or a fish. And we have the Metex on a lot of the costumes. All the frogs and all the fishies have the Metex, and a few other costumes as well, just to give it extra shine.
How long does it hold?
It does wash out, but we do wash them in the washing machine. We turn them inside out, and we blow everything dry. We don't put anything in the dryer. But it depends if it's 8 shows a week or 10 shows a week, but around 3 months.
Okay.
And then you really start with the shine does start to go. But it's a very nice feature for the frogs and fishes. And they start the show. So they do the high bars, so you'll see all that. Obviously, you will see in the show, it opens the show. And he'll come up from above, and he's spinning, and he's the crystal man. So he could be a spark of energy or light, and he's what sparks life off on the planet. Mm-hmm. So he'll come down from the grid, and he'll wake up all the fishes and the frogs, and that's the carapace, the beginning of the show. This costume is quite heavy to wear and very hot. But you can see there's an awful lot of crystals and sequins and mirrors. A lot of work goes into this. It takes 2 days to dry this costume when we wash it.
So many do you have?
Because it has a special glue as well that has to prove. So each artist obviously has to have 2 so that we can rotate them and wash them. So we're replacing a lot of sequins and mirrors all the time on these as well. I can't hang this costume up, it's too heavy. So we keep it in a bag. So that otherwise it's so heavy it's going to stretch the costume and it wouldn't fit anymore. There's a nice little detail in the back here with the zip. Even the zipper is demonted.
Oh, yes.
I love that. Even the little zip.
No. This is it.
So another thing we spend time on, there's a lot of highly decorated costumes on the show. This is one of them. And this is the female roller skate costume. Well, parts of it. Before every show, we must check every single stone, every single crystal, to make sure that it's firm and it will stay. If it's loose, we have to take it off because we can't have anything falling during the act. So before every show, we check the costume. And we have the female and the male costume, and each costume has also armbands, headpiece, gaiters. So it's a lot of pieces we have to check. But we do that before every single show. And also, obviously, we're replacing and just keeping it looking nice all the time as well. We have a lot of shoes, boots and stuff on the show. Through there is our shoe shack. That's where we paint and make a mess. So obviously we have to paint these in by hand when they rub off. Also, this has got the cosmonaut act is at the end of the show, and it's done in black. Part of the act's in black light, so that the costume is fluorescent. So the costume and the shoes or boots have the fluorescent fabric and paint to pick up when the black light's on. It's quite a nice effect.
So you got 40 some artists here. So how many costumes do you?
Well, if you watch the show, you'll see around 600 pieces. There's a more than 45 different looks, but because each costume has so many pieces, you'll see around 600 pieces. So it's quite a high maintenance show.
So you're not doing this alone.
No, I have there's 3 of us, permanent with Cirque, and then each venue we hire 3 local people, and they help us out with dressing the show and doing the laundry and day prep during the day. So when the show's on, the girls will be, well, they are all girls at the moment. They'll be pre-setting and helping the artists with quick changes, helping them get done up, etc. So, and then at the end of the show, we do the laundry and we wash everything that's next to the skin every day, and then we have dry cleaning once a week as well, and daily maintenance, painting, repairing. And that's really what we're doing now. We're just getting ready for the preview, so we have a bit more maybe time. We can put some extra Swarovskis and catch up with the sparkle, make sure everything's looking good.
So a lot of work.
A lot of work.
And nobody sees you.
Huh?
And nobody sees you.
No, but that's fine. I don't mind that. This is quite interesting. Some of the details now on the costumes are printed in 3D.
Yeah.
So instead of being a real shell, which it used to be, it's now like a rubber plastic, which means it's lighter. It's also very safe for the artist, and it's washable for us. Makes the whole thing lighter. And so they start even these little
Even
nuts
those
and bolts
screws,
are,
bolts, are flexible.
yeah, and they're 3D printed at the studios, the little bolts. So it just makes it nice and safe for the artist. And we also look after the makeup in wardrobe. So each artist will go through Montreal and they'll have makeup sessions and lessons, and they'll learn how to do their own makeup.
Yep.
And we build a step-by-step for them. So every single step of the makeup is here in a photograph. It tells them exactly which product and which brush to use for each step. And that will go the whole way through the makeup. And this one's one of the unicycle girls, and it's many layers, and it's a very complicated makeup.
Seems to be a lot of work putting this on the face, and
Yeah. All the unicycle girls have a slightly different look as well, but it's similar as well. But there's a lot of layers there, a lot of detail, even the sparkle at the end, a lot of lines. So they have that, and they keep that the whole time so that they can follow it. If they sometimes stray away, then they go back and have a look.
they do it themselves.
They do it themselves. We help, and if an artist doesn't go through Montreal, then we teach them how to do it.
Okay. So it's not 12 girls sitting next and somebody's working.
No, I mean that's it's not possible, not before the show. So each one makeup take between 45 to an hour. Some of the more complicated ones a bit longer.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So we probably with each makeup would have at least 25 different products.
So it's not only MAC Cosmetics,
No,
but
it's
also
MAC, Ben
different.
Nye, Makeup Forever. We have a lot of different companies that we use.